Hey, Mike with MacDonald.com here, and today's video I'll be walking you through how to get more customers for your pest control business with blogging, so let's get into it. So one of the first things you need to understand is why blogging, why that's important, and why it should be part of your digital marketing strategy. Well, when it comes to blogging, it's a great way to build trust, credibility, and authority for your pest control business. Plus, when it's properly optimized, it can also help you generate leads passively 24/7 for your pest control business. It's another great way to help transform cold leads and cold traffic into warm leads that are ready to buy from you. And so definitely implement blogging in some way, shape, or form as part of your marketing strategy for your pest control business. So the first step to successfully blogging as a pest control business is to properly identify your ideal customer and target market. And so you really want to analyze your ideal customers. What are their problems? What are their common questions? What are their pain points? And how can your pest control service be a solution to those issues? Because this is the type of content you want to create on your blog, and that's going to attract people to your pest control business versus the competition. Again, just understand that most pest control businesses to the average person are going to look the exact same as every other business. And so you want to separate yourself from the pack, and one way to do that is through content marketing and blogging. And so understand your ideal customer, as that's going to work as the foundation to building out content on your blog. The second step is to write quality content. A lot of people out there just talk about writing blog posts and using that as a strategy to grow your pest control business, but they don't talk about the quality that needs to go into the blog post to really separate yourself from the pack. A lot of people out there are creating blog posts, they're a couple hundred words, maybe they're 500 words, and that's really just not enough to showcase a quality piece of content that the search engines are going to recognize and share out to people. So ideally, your blog posts want to be at bare minimum 1,000 words, but in most cases, you're going to want to create quality content that hovers around that 1,500 words, even up to 2,500 words, depending on how in-depth the topic is. It's not perfect, but a general rule of thumb is that you can look at what your competition is doing. So if you go on to Google, you search for a topic that you're going to create a blog on, look at the top posts that are ranking currently, and see how long those blog posts are. Generally, you want to write a piece of content that's at least that long, potentially longer, if you hope to rank well in the search engines. And so again, focus on quality content, and there's a lot of different types of content you can create. Again, circling back to your ideal customer, what are they searching for? Plus, you need to combine that with what you actually offer. So for example, let's say you specialize in termite removal. You want to create content centered around that. So maybe it's how to prevent termite issues, how to identify termite issues, warning signs of termites, how to get rid of termites, how to get rid of a termite infestation, different things like that, because that's what people are searching for. Again, the list can virtually go on almost forever. You could do that for every single pest type you remove, and also highlight different content centered around why pest control is important, the benefits of pest control, maybe highlighting key differences between do-it-yourself pest control and a professional pest control service. Again, just building credibility for your business and why they should do business with you versus someone else. All right, so the third step of successfully using blogging to attract new pest control customers is to optimize your blog for SEO. And so I mentioned this a little bit earlier on how you do this, but it's really combining the topics that you're talking about in your blog with specific keywords your ideal customers are searching for. So for example, if you're talking about termite removal, do a quick search on Google or use Google Keyword Planner to see the specific terms that people are using. So if you're searching on Google, look at that autocomplete feature. So when you start typing something in, what are the different suggestions that Google is throwing at you to finish your sentence? Because usually this is what people are actually searching for. You might also want to look at that people also ask section, because those are real questions people are typing into Google and searching for. So if you're thinking about creating a topic or you want to create a blog post, do some keyword research first. See the search volume, see the exact terms people are using related to that topic, and optimize your blog post with a title and keywords related to those things. And when you do this and it's a quality piece of content that's enough words, that provides value, it's likely that Google will rank that much better than other content, and over time that can drive targeted traffic to your website on autopilot. The fourth way to generate more customers for your pest control business with blogging is to include clear call to actions throughout your content. And so what does this mean? Well, most people, when they visit your website for the first time or they come to check out your blog, they might be in research mode and they haven't decided which pest control service they want to hire. And so you need a method to capture their information or to turn that website visitor into a sale if they're ready. And so you want to have clear calls to action throughout your content. It can be things like downloading resources, maybe it's free guides, maybe it's setting up a free inspection or a free estimate. You want to have your phone number there that's easy to call, where people can book appointments or get their questions answered. You maybe have an opt-in for people to join your newsletter. Lots of different options, but get people to give you their information, because then you can continue to remarket to them on a regular basis when they initially come to your blog for the first time. Another thing that you want to include are real photos in your blog. And so again, people want to do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And if your website is just full of stock photos, there's no real photos, it can throw up potential red flags for someone. They might not think that you have a credible business, maybe you haven't been in business for a long time, or again, just understand that how professional your website looks can be a reflection on how they perceive your business does the rest of your business. Meaning that if your website is full of stock photos, it's not professional, it doesn't function well, they might think that you do a poor job in your pest control service, and likely that's not the case. So include these real photos, include your technicians in action, and ideally have these photos telling a story. So if you offer a barrier treatment around people's homes to prevent pest issues, showcase a technician spraying a barrier around the home. If you offer exclusion services where you're sealing cracks and crevices around the home, showcase a technician doing that. If you offer indoor treatments, bed bug treatments, rodent removal, again, whatever the case might be, showcase your technicians in action performing these services. Take them horizontally. You can do it with just a smartphone. These days, smartphones have amazing cameras, and make sure that it's taken in good lighting and at a high resolution. And showcase these types of images throughout your content to build more trust and credibility for your pest control business. The next step is to promote this content to your email list. So as I mentioned, you want to have calls to action where people can download offers, free guides, request estimates, get free inspections, lots of different options. And when people do this, they join your email list. And so again, not everyone that requests an estimate or asks for a free inspection might be ready to hire you immediately, but they're almost there. And so your job with your content on your blog and your email list is to convert those cold leads into warm leads that are ready to hire you. And so sharing your blog content to your email list is a great way to continue to build trust and credibility and authority to warm up those leads so they're ready to buy. So promote your blog posts and your content from your blog to your email list to help increase conversions. The next step is to promote your blog on social media. So again, a lot of people make the mistake of only selling on their social media. It's just sell, 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 and really you want to focus on an 80-20 rule, where 80% of the time you're sharing value, you're answering questions, you're posting engaging content, and part of that is sharing your blog posts, sharing your value to the world. That can attract people to your business versus being over the top salesy and pushing people away. So again, spend some time promoting your content on social media. It can drive people back to your hub, back to your website, which can help you generate more leads, build trust and authority, credibility for your business, and again, convert cold traffic into warm leads, ready to buy, and new customers for your pest control business. Another option you might consider is partnering with other relevant businesses and doing guest blog posts for them. And so this is a great way to drive traffic from other relevant sites back to your pest control business. It can also give you quality backlinks and relevant backlinks for congruent services. So you might partner with a lawn care service or a home improvement service. Lots of different options, but creating pest control related content on those sites and then driving them back to your website can definitely be a way to siphon off some of the traffic from those sites who likely fit your ideal customers and bring them to your website to increase sales and conversions. Just understand you don't want to do this on just any site. You want to make sure the sites are relevant, that they have decent traffic, and that the traffic that is visiting that site currently is relevant and would fit your ideal customer avatar, because it doesn't make sense to guest blog on sites that are irrelevant, that doesn't have the right people, that wouldn't hire a pest control service anyway. So keep that in mind if you go this guest blogging route. Another option to get more customers from blogging is to offer special promotions specific to people visiting your blog. So again, maybe this is a small discount or a special bonus offer they get. Whatever the case might be, including special offers throughout the content can be just another incentive to drive traffic from your website and your blog to becoming a new customer for your pest control business. Now, another idea you want to implement is to actually repurpose your blog content into video content on YouTube. And so this is a great way to capitalize on SEO, similar to your blog, but this time it's through YouTube. YouTube works like a search engine. So when people are searching for pest control and you have quality content there as well, it can drive people back to your website when you link to your blog. You can basically copy the exact content you just made on your blog and just turn that into a video format, highlighting the exact same points you talked about in your blog. On top of that, you want to embed these videos on your blog because it targets different types of learners. Blog posts are really suited for people that like to read as a form of learning. Certainly you'll have pictures for some visual elements, but for the most part, it's just reading. But if you embed a video that covers the same topic that your blog post does, it can give people that maybe are those more visual learners an option to stick around on your website and hear more about your pest control service. Another bonus with this is that the longer people stay on pages on your website, the more likely Google will rank them better than pages where people just come and go right away. So utilize this strategy to expand your reach and repurpose your blog content into video content for maximum results. Another way to get customers from your blog is to retarget your blog visitors with paid ads. So you can do this on Google, you can do this on Facebook. You can narrow it down to even specific pages if you really want to go high level with this. So for example, let's say you had a blog post about how to get rid of termites. You could retarget people that visit that specific page with ads on a termite removal service. So it's a unique strategy to remarket to these people that maybe visited specific pages or just visited your site in general because they're already expressing interest, and now you can showcase a paid ad to them on other platforms to drive them back to your website and to convert into a customer. All right, the final step to optimizing your blog to get customers for a pest control business is to track and analyze data on a regular basis. And so when you set up your blog, you want to connect it to Google Analytics, you want to connect it to Google Search Console. And as you build out your content over time, you can see where visitors are going, if they're converting into customers from specific pages, if they're opting into your free estimate offers, your downloadable offers, your free inspection offers. You can see all those different things and what pages they specifically came from. And so you can see if you're getting a lot of traffic from certain types of posts or content related to a specific issue, you can further optimize that content. You can model after that content, creating new content that's similar to that style. And you can also see what type of content isn't working and not getting traffic to either re-optimize it or to cut it all together and no longer talk about that type of content on your blog. So utilize this to further optimize your site and get even better results. But again, hopefully you got a ton of value out of this video on how to get more customers for your pest control business with blogging. If you did and you like this video, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to learn how to get more high quality leads for your pest control business, we've actually got a free guide in the description below this video on 5 fast and easy ways to generate more pest control leads for your pest control business. So if you'd like to download that, again, there'll be a link in the description below where you can access that. And if you'd like our help with blogging, content marketing, paid advertising, and optimizing your digital marketing strategy for your pest control business, we actually put together a digital marketing audit where our team will go through and analyze your current marketing strategy, show you step by step how you can optimize it and get better results and attract more quality customers to your business with digital marketing. So if you'd like to schedule that audit with our team, there'll be a link in the description below where you can do so. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications to get the latest updates of new videos we put out to help you build a successful business. But once again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you more soon.